Get those catapults out of here. The big game is just a few days away when the Denver Broncos and Seattle Seahawks battled it out for this Vince Lombardi trophy. Now, I know I'm not alone in this. I'm more excited about the commercials in the game.
You know what? I actually saw online that more people are watching for the commercials than are watching for the actual game. And Patrick Allmond is here with a little preview of some of the commercials that are already getting social buzz online.
Exactly. I've never been much of a sports person, so I'm there strictly for the commercials. So I'll do the whole thing, like get the chips ready and the popcorn ready and the drinks ready, just to be ready for the commercials.
I think it was 55% of people watch the Super Bowl solely for the commercials. So that's a big number.
Did you guys ever used to watch when they used to have the first big commercials coming on? It was like Bud and like Bud Light, and they have like the Bud Bowl.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see those?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's when the commercials really started getting big, and now with social media and online video, they are just upping that game seriously. And one of the things that surprised me the most for the upcoming commercials is how expensive they are. First of all, it takes like $4 million for 30 seconds.
Gosh.
Which is, I think it's like right around $100,000 a minute, if not more, to get a commercial on the air.
Yeah, it's crazy amount, but you know what? It's worth it because that is the one thing that people still watch, and they watch it live, and they don't fast forward. So you really get your money's worth out of a Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah,
exactly. And these companies now that are putting on Super Bowl commercials are taking advantage of like YouTube and social media, and they're leaking them ahead of time. So what I did is I pulled up some that were some of my favorites because they've already been on the air for a couple of weeks. And in some cases, what they're doing is they'll do like the pre-commercial, then the Super Bowl actual commercial, because you got to watch the Super Bowl to catch the conclusion, and the follow-on back at their website. So we have a couple of them here. I think the first one we had that we pulled a preview of was the Axe one. Did you guys get a chance to watch the Axe one?
Yeah.
Different than a normal Axe commercial.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sure
Axe normally goes for the humorous angle, and this time they did more of like I think it was more of like it's wartime, and you think everyone's going to be fighting, but then eventually going to everyone being very peaceful thanks to this great smell of Axe.
Yeah.
I guess is the message there.
Let's take a look at it real quick.
Make love, not war, with new Axe Peace.
Axe Peace. There you go.
Peace.
I feel peaceful.
Now the next one was one of my more favorite ones, and you said it's been on the air for a while, but it's still technically a Super Bowl commercial. That's the Pepsi and the very first halftime they ever had at a football game, supposedly, to Pepsi. So I like that one too.
Take a look at this one. Can we get a little help?
Focus, fellas.
We've got Pepsi.
What if we just take like 15 minutes?
Halfway through the game?
They got Pepsi. So what do we call that?
And they kind of advertise for Bruno Mars in this too,
Exactly.
right?
They're working a three-way in there, but the fact that I bet you that's definitely gonna be one of those ones that's actually done during halftime.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And you know, that's the thing. Maybe I watch too much football, but I have been seeing that one for like 3 weeks now.
You're right. And so technically calling it a Super Bowl commercial is really them stretching it. But I guess they're gonna milk it. They're gonna milk that $4 million for everything they can. What they're gonna do.
Cool.
And the next one this one was kind of weird a little bit, but it was the one with the Doritos one.
I love this. This is my favorite
like that
so
one?
far. Yeah.
You would like this one. Check it out.
Billy, use the cleaner.
Touchdown.
Yeah, it only works with Doritos.
Why only Doritos?
You ask too many questions, Billy.
I love that one. That is the one that everyone will be talking about. I promise on the Monday after the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Gosh.
It kind of hurts my eyes a little bit.
I don't know how in depth we can talk about this on this show, but yeah.
It's kind of grody, isn't it?
What's the next one? Let's go to the next one. For those...
Okay, loving Full House.
Are you?
Yeah, loving this one.
Okay.
Take a look, John Stamos, a.k.a. my boyfriend in 4th grade.
Woo! Oh, no, that was a good game. What do you say, boys? Time to go to bed?
Don't you think it's time we all get our own places?
Nah.
And so that was just a little preview. Obviously, there's going to be a longer one. A couple of them, I think, during the Super Bowl featuring those guys.
Right. Well, there's a whole series I've noticed online of the Full House commercials. The Full House guys getting together and doing some commercials. But you're right. This is one of the ones, and M&M's is doing one also in Kia, where the one online right now is like the teaser, which basically, and at the end it says something like, watch our commercial at the Super Bowl to get the conclusion kind of thing like that. So again, if they do it right and you have the pre and the halftime and the post, they're milking that $4 million.
Wow,
Yeah,
I love it. Well, thank you
definitely.
for coming in and giving us a
Oh,
little
my
preview.
pleasure.
of
That
these.
Doritos one, I'm sorry, I've got tears in my eyes now.
I
That
know.
Doritos one,
Oh
it's
my
just
gosh.
horrible.
So funny.
Great.
Thanks, Patrick.